Hey guys, welcome back to April's Aquarium, and today I'm so excited to show off, without a doubt, my favorite group of fish in the hobby, gobies. An incredibly unique group of fish that, generally speaking, comes from fast-moving streams, and therefore their body's designed in a very sleek manner that lets them grab onto rocks and driftwood, as well as the glass in your aquarium. These are algae grazers, generally speaking, though some can be more predatory, and are a really great addition to cooler, faster moving aquariums. As you can see here, this is our in-store river tank and has some of my favorite fish in it. Let's take a look at the gobies we got in. To start off, we're going to take a look at the species of goby that we have in almost all the time. This species is very readily available, though that doesn't mean it isn't striking. With some of the brightest blue coloration in the hobby, the blue neon goby is a great option to add to many aquaria as long as the temperature is slightly cooler. Anywhere above 79, they will start to feel quite uncomfortable. Let's take a look at one of the more common, but not super readily available gobies that we carry, the blue cobalt gobies. While we regularly have their very close looking cousins, the blue neon gobies, this is a very unique alternative with a little bit less pattern in its tail. Other than that, you're going to have that same bright blue color you see on the blue neons. This extremely unique species of goby is referred to as the Annie's goby. It's a really brightly colored dwarf species of goby that only gets about 2 inches and adds an incredibly bright pop of color to any slightly cooler, faster flow aquarium. One of my favorite species in the hobby, without a doubt. The next species we're going to take a look at is a very small, again, orange colored goby. But rather than the iridescent color that the Annie's gobies have, the full body gets a deep orange coloration. The birdsong goby, or Stiphodon cerufus, are extremely unique. Staying less than 2 inches and a great algae grazer, they'll make a great addition to stream tanks. The next goby we'll take a look at is a little bit different than many of the other gobies you see, as it has hardly any coloration throughout its body. Rather, it has beautiful bright orange coloration on its dorsal and caudal fins. The golden black gobies, or the Stiphodon aerofuscus, are a really cool addition to slightly more boisterous stream tanks. Getting slightly larger than the previous 2 gobies we've looked at, as well as slightly more boisterous, you may not want to keep this with more slow-moving or peaceful species like shrimp or chili rasboras. The Lentipes vinsutus is a really cool goby, getting beautiful bright blue and red coloration throughout its body, as well as showing really neat sparring and displaying behaviors for its fellow tank mates. Getting slightly larger than some of the Stiphodons we've looked at, as well as slightly more predatory, you may want to avoid keeping these with shrimp, though with many other small fish, they're a great option to add to any aquarium. Though the Lentipes argenteus isn't quite as eye-catching as the previous gobies we looked at, it's a very unique fish, as you can actually see inside of its body and see certain organs. This makes it a cool addition as a one-off fish or a small colony in your aquarium. They'll graze on small amounts of algae and do a great job cleaning up leftover food. Taking a look at the next Lentipes, we're back to the bright, striking colors. The Caledonian red-nosed goby, or Lentipes ka, is a beautiful dwarf goby that gets an extremely bright nose and tail. This won't happen all the time, though when they're happy or fired up, they're going to look gorgeous in your aquarium. Moving on to the next genus of gobies that we have in right now, the Sicyobus rubicundus, or the red lipstick goby, are definitely going to be much more predatory than the last 2 species we've looked at, relying almost solely on protein for their diet. Brine shrimp and bloodworms are great to mix in with these guys, though I would avoid keeping them with shrimp or smaller species. Taking a look at the next Sicyobus goby we have in stock currently is the Sicyobus zosterphorus, or the red-belted goby. A really cool, very interactive, and quite predatory goby. Makes a great addition to slightly more boisterous aquariums that some of the Stiphodons may not fit into. Though the most important thing is making sure he's getting the food. The next genus of gobies we're going to take a look at, we do only have one, though many species in this genus get slightly too large for us to carry. as many home aquaria will not suit them well. Though the threadfin goby, or the Sicyopteris longiphyllus, is an extremely cool goby that gets beautiful bright blue and orange colorations as it fires up. This is something that will have to be triggered with cooler water changes and very, very clean water. The next species we'll take a look at today is one completely different than everything we've looked at. It's actually a goby that's more free swimming than it is along the surfaces, like the previous species we've looked at. The Muligobius rexi, or the golden goby, golden malili goby, or golden sulawesi goby it's sometimes called, is a really unique micropredator that will be hunting around your tank all day long. Makes a great addition to community aquaria, as long as nothing will fit in its mouth. Though it only gets about 2 or 2.5 inches long, so not many things fit in that category. While I was only able to show off the gobies that we received in this shipment, there's actually dozens of species that just became available this week. I really hope you're able to check out the website, or come on in store to see us and see all the cool fish that we have. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe!